So guys, you all probably know Bitcoin is below $100,000, altcoins are dumping, fear and greed index is through the roof, and volume and liquidity is flowing back to the stablecoins. That's why today we're going to take a look at the markets, what's happening with stablecoins, Bitcoins, and also if you're stabling up, what's the best option to actually maximize this move. And before that, of course, I need to remind you, I'm not a financial advisor. This video is not a financial advice. Always do a personal research. And as usual, I don't recommend buying any crypto tokens. This video is purely for educational and entertainment purposes. So first of all, today the Bitcoin price is sitting at $87,000, which is really low if you compare it to last month when we finished the month with $116,000, which actually looked already really low. But if we zoom out, we topped out at $124,000. And of course, on Twitter, we had euphoria. On YouTube, there's like crazy euphoria. Everyone was throwing different numbers, 1 million, 2 million, 1 billion. And of course, now we have sad reality. We had really bad job reports. AI bubble is growing, and people are selling their altcoins, even the bigger coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and they're all starting to move their funds to stablecoins like USDT, USDC. Also, Trump has its own stablecoin. And if we jump into the fear and greed index, you can see the fear is growing daily because last month it was 36, it was fear. Last week it was 16, extreme fear, and now we have 15, which is even more extreme fear. And of course, this means exactly what I said in the beginning. The money, the liquidity, and the volume is flowing into the stablecoins because people are scared of these speculative markets, like of course crypto, and speculative assets like Bitcoin. Of course, altcoins are even crazier, and let's not even start about the meme coins. So you can see Ethereum stablecoin volume hits 2.8 trillion, and this is the record in October. This was 3 weeks ago, and now I think it's even crazier. And we have some data about stablecoins and how this will affect the market. First of all, USDT dominance hits 6% in November. And why is this worrying signal? And this is actually really worrying for altcoins, for builders, and for overall crypto market. And this is why I'm doing this video, because if you're selling everything, if you're gonna stable up, I'm doing that exactly. I sold lots of tokens. I'm all in stables. You have to do it the right way with lowest fees and also earn interest on your stable coins. I'll explain you how to do it after this article. So early in the month, the metrics sat below 5%. The increase reflects heightened caution among investors because many have rotated into stable coins from risk assets like altcoins, and I think also meme coins, because meme coins are crazy down. And of course, this happens every bull run. It happens with traditional tech stocks. It happens with all the markets. When the hype is done, when everyone's scared, when there's no job security, when the prices are crazy, of course, you're going to be de-risking and moving to USDT, USDC, basically dollar, because of course, dollar is the safest, is the biggest. And actually, this stablecoin data indicates that the crash is not over because people are still cashing out. Even the loudest people are selling crypto, selling Bitcoin, which was this magical gold, and they're all moving to stable coins. And now let's talk about what to do. So you sold your altcoins, you sold Bitcoin, you're going the safe route. The first important decision is when you exchange to USDT or USDC, where to move your stable coins. And this is where the sponsor of today's video, Cex.io, comes in. Actually, I'm a user of this exchange for a long time. They have lots of great features, fully regulated, one of the OG exchanges. If you scroll down, you can actually learn they have been around since 2013. As I mentioned, this is a really experienced exchange with lots of features. And actually, we're talking about them because they have lots of features, especially for stablecoins. So first of all, they're offering zero fee conversion for USD, USDC, and USDT. And you can see up to $100,000. And yes, they're offering zero fees up to this amount, which is again really important because if we're talking about centralized exchanges and saving your capital, this is actually a really great offer because zero fees up to $100,000. So step one, now we have our stablecoins and we can transact with them with zero fees. So we're saving money. Number two, we have to earn on our stablecoins. And for that, you can actually hover right here in the products. We have the button earn, and this will take us to the saving account. So let's click go to savings. You can see right here for USDC, they have 4% rewards. And actually, there's a really interesting thing about stablecoin savings when you're comparing different exchanges. Actually, there's different tiers. I didn't know about it before getting lots of stablecoins and now looking for different ways how to make on it. that actually they have this article, which is not new. Article is from 2023, so some numbers are different. Basically, other exchanges have different tiers. So they promote this one number, but if you want to get more rewards on bigger amount, actually the percentage goes lower. So this is example from 2023. The numbers are a bit different, but the same idea. So you can see, for example, with SEX.io, this number stays for any amount, which is really important if we're talking about, of course, bigger amounts. So if you go, for example, for Binance, which is again old number, but Binance for USDT below 1,000, they had the rewards, which were 5.5%, really impressive. But then if you go above 1,000 up to 10,000, it's only 1.4%, and also 1.4% for savings, again, above 10,000. So you can see you're not getting what they're promoting. That's why it shows SEX.io, because basically this is what you get. 4%, no tiers. You put 1,000, you put 10,000, it's still 4%. Really simple, beginner friendly. But if we're talking about SEX.io, they also have other features. You can see we have, let's go back to exchange. We have the wallet, we have the mobile app, basically like any other centralized exchange. We have spot trading, we have margin trading up to 20x leverage. They have their own crypto debit cards, so you can actually use it in the real world to buy coffee, go to the gym, whatever you do, I don't know. And also we talked about the earn functionality, so staking and saving. And if we're talking about safety, because of course with centralized exchanges, it's really important to take a look at safety first. As I mentioned, first of all, they have been around since 2013. They are fully regulated, so actually you can check out right here all the licenses. And also they're globally available. You can actually even check out all of their offices. They have office in US, UK, Portugal, and Lithuania. So if you want to check out all the articles mentioned in the video, the link in description. And also if you want to test out SEX.io, again, the link in description. And of course, if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comments or join our free Discord, link in description and top comment. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and see you next time.